What's up guys, Barry here, and in this video we're going to talk about chord inversions. Reason being is that Native Instruments recently gave us a glimpse on what to expect in their next Maschine update. And one of the included features will be chord inversions. So what better time than this than to learn what they are and how to use them within your music production. So what are chord inversions? Inversions describe the relationship of the lowest note of a chord to the rest of the notes. So to use a C major chord, for example, we have the C as the root, E as the third, and a G as the fifth. Playing the notes in this order puts the chord in its root position. Now, if we were to move the root an octave up and have the E on the bottom, we would have the C major chord in its first inversion. Lastly, if we have the G on the bottom, so the chord is G, C, E, that would put it in its second inversion. So we have the chord in its root position, first inversion, and second inversion. So now that we know what chord inversions are, let's put them into context with a chord progression. To use a 1-4-6-5 chord progression in the key of C, we have C major, F major, A minor, and G major. And if I were to start the first chord on the root using as little chord movement as I can, it sounds something like this. And to start on the first inversion, so with E on the bottom of the C chord, the movement would sound and look like this. And with the G on the bottom in the second inversion, it would look like this. So as a player, you're not moving as much, and thinking of it as an arrangement and mix standpoint, you're using less of the frequency spectrum, allowing for more space for other sounds and instruments, avoiding potential masking even before you start mixing. So now that we have a chord progression using chord inversions, let's put it all together by adding a melody. Let's say we have a melody like this. If I were to play or program chords underneath it, using only chords in the root position, it'd look like this. Now, if I were to employ inversions, I would be able to support the melody with chords on my right hand and play something else with my left. And to take things up one more level, you can introduce chord extensions to your chord progression. And using the seventh on the bottom of your chord is what's known as a third inversion. Using a C major chord again, but with a B on top, we have a C major seventh in its root position. First inversion, second inversion, and now a third inversion. Now, this becomes really powerful when incorporating inversions into your progression as you have more flexibility and harmonic content to play with. Alright guys, so that was a quick overview on chord inversions and how to use them. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Native Instruments incorporates chord inversions into Maschine, and we'll definitely be making videos on this update when it happens. So make sure you're subscribed for when it does. With that said, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and happy beat making. Peace.